Good morning, all. Welcome to our web sessions. So, today we are going to discuss on 98 and 99 sessions. We will try the programming this basics program related theory also. Business theory. In the second half, we'll go for data types and data objects. We'll discuss in detail. Data types, what exactly? With the revision, we have done the introduction, architecture, then login, logout procedure, screen navigation. Next, SC11, dictionary, tables, means structures, foreign key, views, function, performance. To C38 programs. So in last 2 days, we were into what exactly the first basic ABAP features, ABAP basic ABAP introduction, right from the beginning to date, how ABAP evaluated what was the old and the latest, everything completely roadmap given. Then how to what are the extended topics of ABAP also. Next, programming features. Then some fundamentals we are discussing here. Some kind of ABAP editor introduction, ABAP editor standards, and again next we have to follow some basic rules. Basic rules. So if you look at here, this yesterday's first 1 hour, we were discussed about how do you go through the help ABAP, This is one topic, and D was U for documentation and examples. Then next, what are the roles and responsibilities of ABAP in the live projects also? You have to understand, right? Then, okay, how do you create a program? What are the different ways to copy, rename, delete options? Then next, what are the different ways you can execute the program also? SC38 and SCA38, two differences completed. Now we are into the basic topic, that is our programming. SC38 after login, SC38 program 1. This is your program 1. Program 1 does exist? Yes, exists. Because when you have to observe that first initial screen, ABAP editor initial screen, here we will go for click on, when you click on create, first it will go to the attributes screen. In attributes screen, we have to give the title. So the program report name has some limitations, restrictions, but the title doesn't have any restriction or limitation. Title can be alphanumeric, can type user friendly also. Okay. After that, after providing title, we have to go to the program type. So just like the title is mandatory, similarly program type also mandatory, compulsory. Meaningful title which is compulsory, which is okay. Next, specify the SAP supported program type. This is also you have to, which is mandatory. So in attributes screen, we will choose these two only. So I'm going to discuss this simultaneous theory of this. Okay. What are the SAP supported program types? SAP supported program types. First, how many types of type 1? Okay, program type 1. 1 for executable. So executable programs are called as reports also simply. Okay, directly execute all executable programs are considered reports. That is one set. Second, we have type M. Type M stands for module pool program. Okay, module pool program. We will study that is called it is a screen program. We will study this module pool program topic in SC 51. That is like screen programming, dialogue programming. Okay, in depth, we will study that module pool programming topic. Yes, these two. Okay, yes, one set we can say type 1, type M. Then there is another set of program that is nothing but type I. I stands for include program. Include program. Next type S. Type S stands for subroutine pool. Subroutine pool. Type F. Type F stands for function group or function pool. This is so these three programs are one set. We will study these three. See, first target is reports. Then after we'll go to module. Module pool separate screen program. These two are separate we have to study. But before reports in the programming basics only, we are going to cover this. Includes subroutines, function groups, function pools. Okay, function group or function pool. These three are one set. Next, because wantedly I am giving some gap for your clarity. Then type T for type group. Type group is created in SC11. SC11 is nothing but ABAP dictionary. Okay, 11 dictionary or data dictionary. Okay, this is about your program type T. Next, uh, we have so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Next, we have to go to type K. K for class pool, and type J. Type J for interface pool. Interface. So these two are one set, another set. Okay, like see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8. So these programs, this will create it in AC24. Okay, this is created in AC24, nothing but class builder. Class builder is used to create both global classes and global interfaces, whereas function groups or function pools are created in AC80 or AC37. That is nothing but function builder. So function builder is used to create this. Okay. So next we have other programs also we will discuss. That is one program that is called as XSLT program. XSLT. So if you observe this drop down with key. One for executable include module, function group, subroutine, faithful class and class introduce type. So till here it's over. Then X for XSLT program. Yes, that is nothing but so type X for XSLT transformation program. Yes, what exactly it is? XSLT is nothing but it is used to convert ABAP program into XML and vice versa. Okay, yes, these two are type M transformation. We'll discuss separately how the internal table values can be converted to XML format, even reverse also. XSLT special type of programs. Then next, we have recently introduced last two. That is nothing but Q. Q for database procedure proxy. So now program type Q for database procedure. So proxy, this is after HANA, it is introduced. Database procedure, we will discuss this in separate. Last one recently introduced is behavior definition for B. Type B, this is after CDS. Okay, this program type behavior definition. Right. So these are the total 11 program types. So what exactly is? We have to choose any one. So in ABAP, we can create program types. Uh, okay, are 11 types of programs. Simple. That is 11 types of programs. So which type is used for what? We have to study these 11 types by end of this course. I will cover and complete where we will work on this all the types. Okay, but not all at a time. Slowly you will come to know each one, the purpose, usage, everything. We will use it in the upcoming topics. And it is to yesterday created as a mostly for 1 2 months we will only study the type 1 program. Later we will go into this and finish the total. Yes, but what is mandatory? Suppose if I keep it as a blank, program type changed from 1 to space. If I try to save it, enter a value. What is that? This is a error message. Actually, error message displayed in the information type of. So that's why, like, we have to. This is a error. We have done the error. It doesn't allow you to go to the next level. So we have to must supply. So this is drop down list with the key. Drop down list by default when you come here that was empty, but you have to choose any one of this. Suppose if we want to choose M module pool, choose M. If you want to select key class pool, select, click on key, it will go there. That is key through, you can select it. Left side key. Unique key is assigned. No duplicates. Okay. This is what. So first you select one for executable. This might be asked the interview question. What are the different types of programs? You remember it. Yes. Next. Suppose I forgot to give the title. Still I am trying to give save. Again the same message we got it, enter title. So that is it is a kind of so test program too. That means title is must, type is must. After then what next? They observe closely. Language English by default whatever I logged in. This is showing to display here. Created by username, date, last changed by the same username and date, auto captured. Status as of now, this program status is inactive. According to the status change, the status will be displayed. This is your attribute screen. Which package you stored, that also captured. Okay. So there are some others. We will come back. These are all. Some are editable, some are non-editable. As of now, what is editable? Title, type, and program language version. That is your standard ABAP is selected by default. It's not space. Okay, go for save. When you click on save button, what happens? It will take you to the okay. It will take you to this but this because I explained already created program. Now if you go to the object directory entry, object directory entry. This is your uh, first initially is this is your R30R PROC as the program type and program name, package, person responsible, which original system, language, and created date. This is your overall. So after completion of this, editor appears. So in editor, you can write the program. You can type the program and write the program also. Yes, suppose we'll go for the write statement kind of demo program. So now we have to save again. Save, program gets saved. Then check for syntax. Yes, no errors found. Then activate. So it is after that you can test. These sequential steps we have to do it. Yes. Okay. So we will go back to this. This is your program. Then what next? After specifying the program type, we have to go to save as. Once you click on save, a local object or package. You are familiar with that. Local object means you cannot transport to quality and production. So package is transportable object. It is captured under TR. After that, editor appears. So in the editor, in the program editor, you have to type the code, type the code after report statement. Right. After report statement. Yes. This is your one of the rule. Okay. Yes. Fine. Once you have done, what happens with save? So when we save, okay, while saving, okay, while saving, when you save here, you have to know TADR table gets updated. Table gets updated because it is acting like a repository. Now, again, while saving, what happens? The source code program along with source code, updated to just table, updated to underlying table. Okay, underlying table. There is a because the some programs are responsible. Yes, this is the way. So you can say that REPOSRC. This table holds the actual ABAP source code in the compressed form. Okay, these are all the tables. Okay, REP load, REPOSRC. Time being we will take. Yes, this is updating REPOSRC. Okay, this table. That is report source code is saved here. That's what the save it. Next. So every time we will save. One time only it will update to the TADAR table. Remaining the time because the modified code along with yes code only source code only gets updated because the program and attributes and all automatically updated as the repository table. Yes, this is your inside. Because yes, we are saving. First program should save. That is before because in C++, I said you can you have a desktop shortcut. Double click first, it will open some kind of sample.c or test.c. You can type the code or else no name.c. Initially, it will create as a no name.c. Then you type the code, your main printf functions and all include hash include, then main function, then printf. After that, you go for save, compile, and run. Okay. While saving, we were replacing no name by our test.c. Then compile and run. Compile means compilation, converting high level to low level, and any compiler provides errors and warnings at a time. We have to, once program is running, you can run. Run is nothing but to view the output, to see the output. That's what we do in C. But in case of ABAP, what will happen? Like first, editor, you want to reach to the editor, okay, type the code using editor. Okay, report statement in ABAP. So editor is the place where you can type the program source code. So that editor itself is used to create, change, display the program. So, okay. So, but if you want to reach out to the editor, what is must? The name is must. Program name is must. Then program title. Then next program belongs to which type. So it is approved. After that, which package. So after these are all mandatory parameters, even to reach out to the editor. I repeat, program name, title, program type, and package. After that, editor comes. After editor, you can type the program whatever the way you planned it. Then finally, closing. These sequential steps we have to do. Save it. Then check. What is the meaning of check? Syntax check. Is nothing but check is basically for syntax check only. That is nothing but control plus F2 function key. Yes, or icon through also. At application tool for icon, you can choose that check. So what happens? It provides, while syntax check, it provides what is that? It provides the like syntax errors. Syntax errors. Error. Only one at a time. One error, one warning at a time. So we have to correct the error. Yes, based on the system. Like if the program doesn't have error, suppose if the program, what happens? You will get if program have errors, then system displays okay success message in the status bar. Status bar stating that no errors found. Okay, something like that. You will get this type of errors. The syntax check is no syntax errors found in the report. This is what found because you are already executing. That's about your overall while syntax error. Can take the control to that particular line and correct it. Or else you can ignore it. Sometimes we'll get auto correction, sometimes we have to explicitly correct it. Yes, this is called a so errors are also two types. Static error, dynamic error. So while syntax check, while control F2, you will get static. Static means design time errors. Design time is nothing but while coding time, while writing the program, and that errors. So we have to correct all the errors. All the errors must be to make the program as error free. Finally, you have to say the statement is no errors. So if no errors found, it is ready to activate. So what happens with the activate? It's while activation, yes, while activation, first activation importance and the program status changed from initially it was inactive to active. So what happens for all the changes? So we have to keep the program status always as active. So that means all the built-in program status is by default active. If you copy to YRG namespace, you have to activate. Same way, when we create a new program, you initially it is in case of S11, it is start with a different status: new, inactive, partly active, finally full active. In case of program, first it is inactive. Inactive to bracket, you will get revised version. What is revised? That we'll discuss later. Either inactive or revised doesn't have any impact, because while activation, what happens? System consider yes, system considers all the latest or recent changes done for the program. Okay, yes, all the latest changes it will consider it. That's what it does. Okay, so at any point of time, program status must be active. Program status must be done. Yeah. Okay, active program is that when it become active, if it doesn't have any errors. Okay, next, active program ready to display the output. Active program ready to display the output. Yes, that's what. Okay, next. Then finally we'll go for while while we don't use word called as test. While execution of the program. Okay, is if you execute it, or direct processing is this F8 or program execute direct processing. What happens? There are two things will happen. One way is while execution of program, either okay, we will get output will be displayed in list screen. Okay, that's what happens. Sometimes while execution, program doesn't display the output. It may display, it may leads to runtime error also. Runtime errors also. So two types. If it is runtime error, then handling runtime error is a different story altogether. Right. So okay, got it. These are all the basics only. We are into the same basics only. Right. Now, errors classification. Okay. Classification means errors can be divided into first, like we can say static error, then the second is dynamic error. Yes, that is nothing but syntax errors. Static errors are syntax errors, okay, must be corrected. Okay, without, yes, because if the syntax errors must be corrected, otherwise program cannot be activated. Okay, cannot be simple. That is called as syntax complete. You will get interpreter provides one after another. Okay, See, actually, ABAP, when you go for this one, for us it is interpreter, but at the back end it might use compiler, but for us it is a ABAP interpreter only. Then, if you look at dynamic errors also uh, called as runtime errors. Runtime errors, all runtime errors, yes, all runtime errors are displayed in special screen. Special screen in a structured format, that is called as dump screen. Dump or short dump, we call it as. Okay, yes, short dump screen. There we have, yes, short dump is ST22 is the T code for short dump. Okay, dump analysis. Okay, there you will find ABAP view, basis view, general view, what exactly the error happens. Theoretically, you can, okay, because sometimes see, when we click on Control F2 or check what happens. First, it will check the basic rules. Okay, basic. The program should be fundamentally there is no violation. Then it is gives no errors found because syntax rules we have to follow. Then after it become active. Active means yes. So, but when we go for F8, actually the program is processed at runtime, while execution time or runtime. At runtime, you may get a data type conflict or values can be interpreted at runtime only. The runtime, it may, if all goes well, you will get perfect output. If something went wrong, goes wrong, it leads to dump short dump. So that is a separate topic we have to discuss. ST22, that is system trace 22. This is just like a small topic that we have to discuss in detail going forward. Okay, yes. Next. So ultimately, we are responsible to solve all the errors only. Vapor is responsible to. Next. But dynamic errors, if you want to solve it, mostly we will go for debug mode. So debugger is used, ABAP debugger, ABAP debugger tool is used to, it is used to resolve the runtime error. Okay, error or errors. Okay. So next, if I will explain, I will show this in architecture dimension. We will see architecture dimension. So you are even a web consultant from presentation server through. What is your role? You want to create a program, a web program presentation to you logged in into application. In application, you went to SC38, right? This is your what next? SC38 workbench, SC38 editor, G program, initial screen. Okay, G program. Yes. This is your initial screen. Okay, then after we have the followed by hmm, initial screen followed by the inside screen. Inside screen is that, but your code screen. This is your code enters where the program source code is there. Source code. Okay. This is source. So we will reach from initial screen to the connected this particular screen, right? This everything is a part of workbench. Like then we will go for the database. This is your database, underlying database where you have first repository table. When we go to this report source code only, we will write these details into first the repository is a special area, special table in the physical underlying database. It is a directory for all the repository objects, TADI. So in TADI, this program name and program type, who created, when created, all this which package, all these attributes through it is saved. After that, editor. After typing the program source code, you do save first. Again, you save it. Then check. Then activate. This is your sequential steps, right? So when we go for save, we because this entire program along with the source code, it will update to another table. It will update to another table. REPOSRC. That's what the search engine provided. We will see this program table name. That is because the program attributes and as a repository object, it is updated here. It is written as a some kind of Z program. Okay, like that. Right. But here the program and the code is stored. It could be 1 line, 10 line, 100 line, 1000, 10,000 lines. Code is stored in the compressed format here. Yes. Okay, compressed format. Right. Next, after that, you have done the check. Check means syntax check. So in syntax check, what happens? You have to come to the right side. What is that right side? You have to understand a big picture like this. What is that? First, you are into application server. The application server, inside you will find a work process. Correct? Under, yes, there are several work processes. So what process task handler, screen processor, so one of the tool is called as this is like okay. So when we go for check, what happens? Program, this entire program code is verified by this entire program code is verified by the application server work process. Nothing but your web process. If because a web processor is responsible to execute the code. Yes, here this processor or interpreter, it checks line by line, it provides the errors, syntax errors. You have to correct it. Okay, that is over. If any select query is there, then the work process component database interface is responsible to fetch the data from the database. This is what. If no select query general program, then database interface we don't want. Okay, just like addition of two numbers. To perform addition of two numbers, we don't request any database data. That is a general program. So simply it will verify. Once program is ready, then it is ready to activate. The program status gets changed. This is your create scenario, SC38 create scenario, right? Like suppose today I created, executed. So while execution also you will get the output in a list screen. The next screen, output screen is called list screen. Yes, that we will talk separately. But now, next day I came it, I logged in. I want to do some changes to the same program. In that case, we have to go to first logged in successfully. by providing the login credentials, then reach out to SC38 code. In SC38, yes, if I go to SC38, I am typing program name 2, suppose. I click on program 2, yes, click on display. So you are getting program 2 does not exist. Where this message is coming from? Because I have not written any code to, this is the system backend code. It verifies that this so and so specified program exists in the repository or not. Yes, if I go to here, click on display, yes. And recently after HANA onwards, this type of auto search mechanism came. When you type it here, automatically the related with the similar programs will be listed here. You can choose it, because if I type 2, there itself I got the error 2 does not found. That is, no need to go to the other operation, because in the list is given here. That is the advantage. So go to the source code, then click on display. What happens? It is checking the repository first. So repository means when we go to the SC38 initial screen, type the program name, click display or change. First it checks the repository. In the repository, the program exists? Yes, exists. If not, if it does not exist, it will throw the error message, program does not exist. You will get it here only. In the initial screen only, you will get an error like that. Sometimes, if the program exists means yes, available. Then what happens? This program is pointing to this table, because this table to this table connection. What happens? Okay, this program source code will be loaded and displayed here. Okay, program code will be loaded and displayed here. Okay, it will be displayed here. This is your source code. Okay. Yeah. Then after, so this way you can open in display mode or change it. And finally, it will display the output. Okay, it will display the output. Yes. Okay, this is what you have to understand: the architecture dimension: create, change, display, copy, rename, delete. Also, try to understand with architecture point of view how it works, because yes, program with architecture view. You are very much clear in the architecture. Okay. Architecture, right. Then we will move on to the next level topic. Yes, that's your basic outline. What exactly the further rules, basic rules we have to discuss. If you go to the yesterday's previous program also okay, or this program also okay, anything. So first and foremost thing is, your when we go to the type 1 program, notice that system automatically generated report space program name. Yes, that's what you have to observe. So for all type 1 programs, system automatically generates what? Like system automatically generates report statement, report statement as by default. Okay. What next? So yes, all of our code must be after report statement. After report statement only. Yes. That means okay, ABAP interpreter, ABAP processor, first search for or look for report statement only. Yes, that's what it is. We should not come into the system generated report statement. Report statement. This is your fundamental basic rule. Right. Next, in ABAP program is a collection of ABAP program is a collection of statements. ABAP program is a collection of statements. Yes, each statement begins with a keyword and ends with period. Ends with period. Period is nothing but dot, full stop. That is their line terminator. It's not a line terminator, it is a statement terminator. So period is is the is used as statement terminator. Okay, terminator. So yes, keywords. Because if you look at here, the program is like this. Report statement we are calling it as uh, it is started with report keyword and ended with the period here. This is write statement, report statement. You have new line statement, skip statement, new line statement, etc., etc. These are all the things. If you go back to my previous program, yes, this is your if you observe it, report statement is first, then write statement, new line statement, write statement. Not only that, if you have, there is a one concept called as skip, skip skip. So skip is used to provide blank line in the output. Between color 2 and color 3 we got one blank line. So skip is nothing but skip 1. That is nothing but default, it is skip 1. 1 you write it or don't write it, that is default. You will get one line, one blank line space at the output. But I want two blank lines, skip 2, skip. So skip 2. Okay. So you got two lines. Okay. Yes. Next, if there is a skip 2 line, skip 2 line 15, that is nothing but it will skip the first 15 lines in the output. After removing first 15 lines, you will get the output. Skip to line 20, skip to line 25. So we'll discuss this all the see. For every change, you have to activate and test. Direct activation is enough. It will implicit perform, save, check. Any errors, it will throw error. Otherwise, it will become active. Then you can see this. This is skip to line number. Then after that, if you want to write U line, so this is your U line. U line writes complete underline. Yes, complete underline. But now I don't want complete underline. I want to write only the U line. U line, uh, U line at 30. U line at 30 means it begins with 30 column position. U underline begins with 30 column position. Okay, the next topic. Yes, what next? Here it is U line only. U line at 35 we have to begin, then 35 followed by consecutive next 4 letters I want to underline. That's what my intention is. So here, that's it. Now, activate it. So we got three types of underlines. Complete underline. Underline should begin with which column you can control. Underline should begin and ends with where you also control. These are all view line related syntax. Only blank lines. Only blank line. Okay. Or else two blank lines or many blank lines. How to provide? That is related to different type of uline syntax variations, skip syntax variations, and the new line. If you want to go for a new line, we have a kind of new line also slash also. So this way you have many things are there. So okay, we will discuss all these things closely, slowly. No, first fundamental rule one. What is our rule? If I go to comment we will see I'm commenting. Okay, commenting the yes, yes, report statement. I'll comment it. This is I commented it out. How to comment also we'll discuss. After commenting, save and check. You are getting error. The report slash program statement is missing or the program type is included. So again, whenever any error message comes, first try to understand this message. Yes, this message got errors always displayed red color. Line number, line 8. So this is the line 8, current cursor position. Error description, error in which program and the description. So this description, try to understand it. Report statement is missing. That is, you whether you deleted it or commented it, then it's of no use. It's as if it is ignored by the comment lines are ignored by the interpreter. That's why again it came into back. So it is that error gone. So you have to correct that because error was showing at 8th line. Because when this 6th line was commented, system cursor first line executed line is 8th only because remaining all above in all commented lines. Okay, right. Suppose I will go back to the before report, I will write ABC, something like that. Now also you check it. Again, we got error at line number 6 now. You have to see the difference. Line number 6 error. Why? System system is nothing but ABAP processor or ABAP interpreter. It is looking for what? It is looking for report statement only. It is looking for report statement. If report statement is not there, even first when we execute, it is interpreter comes line by line. At 6th line only, it is showing error that system does not find the interpreter. If I simply change this, either comment this ABC accepted. Comment equals to as of dead code, we call it as commented code is dead code. It's of no use. Otherwise, cut and paste here. Also accept. That is after report state. So you have to understand that first statement should be okay. Yes. First statement should be report statement only. Our rest of the code must be after report only. Okay. Yes, suppose I will write, I will comment all the code. Only report statement is there. Accepted? Yes. The program doesn't have single line code also. Only the system generated report only is there. It's okay. It become active, but it doesn't give any output because no executable thing. Okay, why it came this way? You have to observe report is a keyword, report space, this program name, it end with dot. Okay, even you remove dot, system generated dot. Yes, you will get error that last statement is not complete, period is missing. Whether explicitly you deleted or by mistake you deleted, whatever the way, you should not touch that report statement. It should be, that's why always report statement should exist at the beginning, the first statement of any executable program. Okay, all of our code should be after report statement only. That's what I'm telling. So it should be end with period missing. Yes. Okay, clear? Yes. Now onwards, our code begins. Yes, this is our code. So program activated with the 2 lines code. Yes. So whatever the way you can. So now I'm telling you, because we came to here as a ABAP program is a collection of statements. A statement, generally statements are written in a single line. But what happens? Okay, statements, yes, okay, statements can be written in single line or multiple lines. Okay, multiple lines. Yes, this is another rule. We are talking on the fundamental. But if you look at my code, these are all single line only. That is report statement, write statement, two-line statement, skip statement. All statements begins with a keyword. Report is a keyword, write is a keyword, new line is a keyword, skip is a keyword, uline is a keyword. These are all the keywords. All keywords are into uh, one color actually. You can see this text color, blue color keywords. Even COLOR also a color. That is a keyword. Yes, you can see here. Yes, all the keywords in uppercase. All the keywords. Suppose to line. These are all the keywords. So, however, the line begins with keyword and ends with period. If somewhere period is missing, immediately you will get that so and so line number, period is missing. Okay, yes. Like if you go to this period, then it is accepted, right? And accept. If you see the cursor is showing some 26th line right now, because see I activated this activation, that red color gone, executed, output came. Now I want to modify this line number 25. I did some change like this. When you do this, you have to, when we perform change, immediately you will get this icon at 25. That is, actually it is nothing but the modified, which row currently modified lines are highlighted with this one. So after modification, again I changed. Active is check, still it is there. Well, after activation, this, so you can find that modified lines are displayed with that special red color icon also. This is left side editor. In this editor, left side you will find the line number. These line numbers are useful for us to identify, because you have, yes, line number, column number. Okay, line number is nothing but row number. Which row, which line you got error. Where is the current cursor position also? You can identify using this line number. The line number 25. This is the current cursor position. Column number 17. This is your column number. Okay, go with x-axis and y-axis. Y-axis point of view, you will get here. This is the current. Suppose if I change this, the line remains 25, the column becomes 15, 16, 15, 14. Yes, this way column position changes. Okay, line and the row and the column. Yes. Next, we have to observe. Okay, as of now, you understand that. Suppose by mistake I kept two this one, because single period is enough, I said, but my mistake I kept two periods. Is that error? No, it is not an error. it is accepted, not a problem. Okay, that is, it's not a major violation. You will get the output also. Okay, yes, but you have to terminate. But any other symbol is used for line terminator? No. That is only the dot period only should be used as a line terminator. This you remember it. Yes. So multiple dots, when we go to the program menu, execute, there is a check, extended check, EPC, extended check. While extended check, it will give that these lines got multiple dots, multiple periods. So as a that is not a standardized approach to write multiple dots. Okay. So we have to remove it to single period only. Okay. Yes. So how a statement, ABAP program is a collection of statements, including report statement. In this case, like almost all the like statements are written in a single lines, but one statement can be written in multiple lines also. How a statement can be written in multiple lines, that we have to discuss going forward. I will introduce to you separately. Okay. Yes, these are all the basics. So 1 minute.